Yes. Now PPT is visible. I'm also audible. Just give me confirmation. Just give me confirmation. I'm audible. I'm audible. PPT is visible. So I'm audible. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ confirmation ಕೊಡಿ. So I'm audible.
Yes, sir. PPT also visible, sir.
Okay. Now please calculate. Now what is the allowable bearing pressure is what? Allowable bearing pressure. So 60% of maximum. It's how much is what?
Sir, 1.65.
1.65 into 10 raised to power of into 10 raised to power of, so this is 2.75 into 10 raised to power of 6, right? Newton per meter square. Into 10 raised to power of 6 Newton per meter square. So instead of taking that, I will go for assume, I will go for round of this value 1.65. Instead of 1.65, we go for a round of the value. It is 2 into 10 raised to power of 6. 2 into 10 raised to power of 6 Newton per meter square. Clear? Now we'll go for round of that value. Now that 2 into 10 raised to power of 6 Newton per meter square, that should be less than 2.75 into 10 raised to power of 6 Newton per meter square. Now be careful about that. So now we'll consider the allowable pressure is 2 into 10 raised to power of 6 Newton per meter square. Clear? So substitute the equation P allowable is equal to P. P allowable is equal to P, that is W by LD. This P allowable is also equal to P. Substitute in this equation. So what is P allowable? P allowable is 2 into 10 raised to power of 6 P allowable is equal to 2 into 10 raised to power of 6 10 raised to power of 6, that is equal to W. What is the value of W? W value is
80 kilonewton.
kilonewton. Kilonewton whole divided by, what is the L? Length of the bearing is unknown. You go for determine, right? Into D. How much D it is? 0.2. Now from this, which is the unknown here? Unknown is L. Unknown is L. Now what is the value of L is what?
Sir, 0.2.
Yes, 0.2. This is the 0.2 length. Now we'll go for check. So what you go for check here? That So what we are going for check here? What is L by D ratio? Check L by D ratio. What is L by D ratio? You got 0.2 by 0.2. How much you got?
Sir, 0.12.
L by D ratio.
Yes, sir.
1. Now this one is within the limit, right? Within the limit of recommended L by D ratio. What is recommended L by D ratio? What is recommended L by D ratio? That is 1 to 2. Am I right? Now this is within the recommended ratio. Then whatever you design is right. Now we'll check L is equal to 0.2 meter. Yes, we need to write here. L is equal to 0.2 meter and D is equal to 0.2 meter. L by D ratio is 1. Clear? Now after this, now go for check actual pressure. What is the actual pressure? Actual pressure is equal to what? Same W by, if you go for round of it, we'll come to know that. Now you will not go for round of any values, right? Actual pressure is equal to same value you get, right? If you round of this value, L value means then you get different actual pressure. Clear? W is constant, D is also constant, L is the only variable. Here we will not go for round of that value. We'll take as it is from the formula. Then it become a the actual pressure of P is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton per meter square. Wherever the P value comes, the bearing pressure will come. Now we'll go for use if it meets the magnitude, that is 2 into 10 to the power of 6. Clear? Is any other things you want? Step completes what? Second step, right? Any other things left in the second step? Registered. To design the bearing L and D. Now, D already given. Diameter of the journal. Now we go for calculate length of the bearing and round up with that value. Then L by D ratio check. Then we go for after rounding the value of L and D. Once again, determine the pressure. It gives the actual pressure. So for the next step, step number 3, we'll go for select the oil. Select the oil. We'll go for the next one. And step number 3. Step number 3. Now select the oil. How to select the oil? Select eta from the first step and assume the operating temperature is 60 to 70 degrees centigrade. If it is not given, take absolute temperature is how much? 65 degrees centigrade. Now what is the value of eta? That you consider in the first step. Eta is equal to, take in terms of poise. How much it is? 60 centipoise. Am I right? See that.
Yes,
In the
sir.
first step, eta is equal to 60 centipoise or 16 to 10 to the power of -3 pascal second. But in the figure is given, it is in the object is positive in centipoise. Right? So take eta is equal to 60 poise and operating temperature is how much? Operating temperature is 65 degrees centigrade. Now using the figure 24.2 or 24.2b from the design data and book for the given eta value in centipoise and temperature for the given eta value in centipoise. So the given eta value is 60 centipoise and the operating temperature is 65 degrees. Then select the type of oil and then refer the table 24.1. You get the type of oil, right? Now we'll move on to the data and book. What is the figure number? 24 point. This is figure number 24 point. .2. Figure number 24.2. Yes, see that in the figure 24.2, or anyone you can use 24.2 or 24.2b. Now we'll go, if you use 24.2b, you'll get megapascal. All the disclosure. Now we'll go for 24.2a. Now what is the operating temperature here? Operating temperature is 65 degrees. The x-axis shows operating temperature. The x-axis shows operating temperature, and the y-axis shows the absolute viscosity in centipoise. Right? Yeah. Now the x-axis, the operating temperature is almost 65 degrees. From 60 to 70, exactly in middle, we take a draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line. Then from the vertical axis, there is the 60 centipoise. As you know, the 50 to 75, 5 divisions are there. Again, each division having 5 centipoise. Now I need 60, right? 50, 55, 60. Now this is the horizontal line we draw. Horizontal line we draw it. Now the intersection point, where do you get intersection point? This is the intersection point. Now in the intersection point, nearest curve which goes to the intersection point is, which oil is? Oil H. Clear? Is any doubt? Any doubt regarding this figure number 24.2? If you have doubts, please unmute yourself. Now operating temperature is how much is given? 65 degrees centigrade. And absolute viscosity is how much? 60 centipoise. 60 centipoise. I think exactly it means at the H oil here. Is it right?
ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಇದೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ.
ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಒಂಚೂರು. 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ತಗೊಳೋದು ನಾವು? 65
ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. Operating temperature, how much you assume?
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
65 degree centigrade, right?
H ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
60. Exactly, it means that the curve H, right?
Yes, sir.
The line H. Now the type of oil it is what? The type of oil is H. Now write down. The type of oil is H. Temperature, select. So here I'll set here. The selected oil is H type, right? Selected oil is H type. So we don't know what is H type. Then again we go for refer the table. Refer table 24.1. Refer table 24.1. Now tell me what is the type of oil it is. Again, I'll go to the data handbook.
Sir, aeroplane oil.
That's 1 minute. So, but here is stationary slow speed engine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the type of oil is H. For the H, it is aeroplane oil, 100 SAE 60. Now you have to consider SAE 60 grade oil. Don't take aeroplane oil, use SAE 60 oil. Clear? Right here, the selected oil is H type. The selected oil is H type. And refer the table 24.1 for H type of oil is, SAE 60 grade oil, SAE 60. Now, what type of lubricant we use? SAE 60. Once you consider SAE 60, after that, if that line is not coincident, What is the line is not coincide here? See that in the data handbook. Yeah, is this the operating temperature and the object viscosity, the intersection of that line is coincide with exactly H means the actual viscosity is same. If it not coincide, then you take that coincide with that line. Then what is that? The object viscosity is that is considered the actual object viscosity. So when it comes to the problem, some other type of problem, we see that. Clear? Yeah, now the third step over. Right? The third step over. Yeah, now the first selected oil using same figure, note down the actual. Eta is equal to for the actual. Here that line is coincide, exactly coincide, right? Once the line is exactly coincide, eta become eta actual is equal to how much?
60, sir.
Yeah, 60 centipoise. That is also equal to 60 into 10 to the power of -3 Newton second per meter square. Is it right? Yeah, now round off this value and keep it in rectangular blocks. We'll use this data in further calculations. Clear? That comes the third step. What is the fourth step? Check the oil, the suitable oil. Check the oil what we selected is suitable for the task or not. Right? Let's go to step number 4. Step number 4. Check for the oil. Check for the oil. Yes, first you go for determine the induced bearing modulus. So induced bearing modulus is induced bearing modulus. So the induced bearing modulus is capital S double prime in induced bearing modulus that is equal to eta actual. Eta actual n prime by p actual. What is eta actual? Keep it in SI units. 60 into 10 to the power of -3. Is it right? Newton second
Yes, sir.
per meter square into n prime. N prime how much? Revolution per second. 3.333
33.
divided by what is the P actual? P actual is 2 into 10 to the
2
power of
into 10 power 6.
6.
6,
No?
sir.
Yeah, 6. Calculate what is the value you got?
9.999 into 10 power minus 8.
9.999
Triple
into
into
10 to
10
the
power
power of
minus 8.
10 to the
Minus
power of
8.
minus 8. Keep it in 10 to the power of the recommended value. What is the recommended value is there? The recommended value in 10 to the power of -9, right? Keep in 10 to the power of -9. Let's keep it in 10 to the power of -9. Yes, what is the value you got?
10 raised to minus 8 I got, sir.
Yeah, keep it in 10 to the -9. So 99.99 into 10 to the power of -9. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the recommended value? Recommended bearing modulus. The recommended bearing modulus is double from recommended. That is obtained from the first step. 48.4 in 10 to the power of -9. Now what is the, how do you check? Check. What is the condition for check? Yes, the bearing modulus, the induced bearing modulus, induced bearing modulus, that is how much? 99.999. All of you get the same value or different value? Same step. Don't simply believe that. So whatever your friends have calculated is right. You have to calculate and tell me that. So the condition for check, the recommend induced
Sir,
bearing
induced
modulus
bearing
should be greater than
is recommended
recommended
bearing modulus.
bearing modulus. Then what type of lubrication you will get? What type of lubrication method you will get? A thick film lubrication. A thick film lubrication. What thick film lubrication you get? What is the answer? The selected, the selected, the selected, the selected oil is, that is what is selected oil?
Suitable, sir.
60. The selected oil is suitable for the bearing. For the bearing. Clear? This is a way you have to check. If thick lubrication is possible, then the selected oil is suitable. Otherwise, select the next higher oil. Next higher oil means after that, if it is not suitable, then what the next oil you have to go for select? Next oil for after the it will come high grade oil, right? Clear? That completes step number 4. If any doubt regarding this first step, so select the recommended design value. Second step, design the bearing. Third step, select the oil. And fourth step for the oil. So we go for next step. The fifth step. What is the fifth step? It says the heat generated, right? The fifth step is how much heat is generated, right? Sixth step, heat generated. How do you get heat generated? Again, just take only this formula. Yes, from the design data handbook.
Sir, heat generated alwa, sir.
Yeah, heat generated. Okay,
Well, dissipated is it, sir?
Okay. Heat generated. Heat generated, right? Yes, heat generated. Take from design data handbook, equation number 24.72a. From equation number 24.72a, the heat generated is equal to S H suffix G is equal to mu into P into L into D into V. From this first unknown is mu. How do you calculate mu? Mu is again by using equation number 24.22. This is the value, right? Or else we'll go for directly take from the data handbook. From the design data handbook, equation number 24.2, 24.72. So move to the data handbook. Equation number 24.72. Equation number 24.72. Equation number 24.72. Yes, equation number 24.72 is the thermal equilibrium for the general expression for heat generated. Now in this we have 4 equations are there. So use first and last term. Here, use first and last term. In this equation, use only the first and last term. Don't use this one. And also don't use this one. And also this one. Now what is the S of P is equal to mu into P into L into D by mu. Again in this where so mu, what is the mu? Coefficient of friction. Mu is equal to coefficient of friction. Now how to get coefficient of friction? Again refer the Mackey equation, not the Petrov's equation. Refer Mackey equation. The Mackey equation number is equation number 24 point. Yes, 24 point. 24.22. Is it right? 24.22 or 12. It's 24.22. Again, go to data handbook. Again, go to data handbook. 24.22. See that the coefficient of friction can also be obtained from the equation 24.22. Now in this, take all this. If it is visible, give me confirmation. Give me confirmation. As now you go for record. Yes. Yes, now refer the equation 24.22. Now in this figure, what is the K suffix K? Mu is equal to Ka, mu n prime by P, 1 by psi into 10 to the power of 10 minus 10 plus delta m. So better I will take in the next slide.
Sir, we don't know the clearance value ratio now, sir.
1 minute. Clearance ratio you don't know, right?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. We'll check one by one. So what the clearance is? Okay, so Ka is given, right? K is equal to how much? 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 beta. For beta, you know the first 360 degree full journal bearing. Beta value is how much? 1.95 to 10 to the power of 9. K, okay, eta is going to be eta actual. N prime also known. T also known is xi. Okay, delta m also is given. The L by D ranging from, what is the L by D ratio we got? 1. 1 is ranging from 0.75 to 2.8. We get delta m directly. But only one unknown is, what is that? Xi, right? Now,
Yes,
how
sir.
to take the xi value? Right? So, what is the xi value? See the recommended value, the recommended. See the recommended in the first step. So, what is xi value you got? Xi value is C by
D
B
less
C by
than
D
0,
is less than 0.001.
001.
Yeah. So from recommended value xi is the C by D less than 0.11. Then what is the value of xi you have to consider? Yes, whatever the value you should consider, that should be less than 0.001. Now you take 0.0009. Here,
We can consider any value, sir, less
any
than
value.
0.001.
That should be less than 0.001. Now choose xi value is 0.0001. So 0009. So 0009. That 0.0009, it is less than 0.001. Clear? Once you consider
Yes,
xi
sir.
value this, now here itself you go for calculate what is C by D. What is C value? Yes, what is C value? Clearance value? Because the clearance value you use somewhere, right? In the formula.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now C that is equal to C is unknown. D is 0.2. Finally, what is the value of C you got?
Sir, 1.8 into 10 power minus 3.
1.8 into 10 raised to power of minus 3.
Minus 3.
3. Unit is clearance unit is meter. Clear? Yeah, now all the
Yes, sir.
data you know, right? Now substitute to that equation number 24.22. Now tell me what is the value of mu, and back substitute to that equation. Now tell me what is the value of, first what is the value of mu. Then after that back substitute to the equation 24.72. Now tell me what is the amount of heat generated. Yes, please do all this calculation. Now tell me the answer. Until that, I will take the attendance. Only 53 participants are there.
Sir, 4.1664 into 10 power minus 3.
Okay. Next, heat generated.
1 second.
Yes, how much you got? New value is
Sir,
4.1.
correct. 1664 into 10 power minus 3.
To power of minus 3. No unit for coefficient of friction. Yeah, now heat generated. Back substitute to the equation number 24.72.
Sir, I got 697.955.
697.
0.955.
955 unit
Watt, sir.
watt. Okay, so after this, we'll stop here. It's already 11 o'clock. Okay, next class, remaining steps will continue. Remaining steps are heat dissipated. Next, minimum oil film thickness and its location. Next, flow rate, side leakage, without side leakage. Next, the side flow lubricants. Last one is power loss due to friction. Clear? If you know these 10 steps, okay, whether directly they're given all the steps design or in some only some part they will ask. You will just refer the previous question for come to know that. Clear? Yes. Thank you one and all for attending this meeting. We'll meet in next class, this is Tuesday, second section, right? Yes. Thank you one and all. I'm ending this meeting. So any questions are there, please put the question to my WhatsApp number. Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you one and all.